Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Standardbred Retraining. This week I thought I would put out a little bonus episode where I talk about a problem that I've been facing recently with Fredo. So the whole point of this Standardbred Retraining series was that I've had a few Standardbreds that I've worked with, and I feel like I've learned a lot, and I wanted to share some of my takeaways. And then of course the entire time I've been working with Fredo, he's kind of been much easier than they have. And I don't know how much of that is from, well, I know more now, so I'm not setting him up to, do things that he can't do or struggle. And how much of that is just his demeanor. He's a really lovely guy. But I did finally find something that is a little bit hard for him. So I thought he gave me a really nice opportunity to talk a little bit today about what it means if your horse is, or what it might mean if your horse is speeding up in the trot. Like, I've kind of laid out like a small dressage arena, and right here I have a really big lump in the middle of my ring, and I don't know if you can even see it on the video, and now I'm heading back towards the barn. And so a lot of times when I'm trotting in a circle with Fredo, this is where he really wants to pick up speed. And so for a while I thought he was actually just barn sour, and then it occurred to me, that might be factoring into it. And when I say barn sour, I don't mean like he's trying to drag me back to the barn. It's just like, every horse wants to go home. And so you always get a slight pull towards the barn. That might be a factor in this, but I actually think in hindsight, watching some of the videos, the reason why he's speeding up is because we're doing this little hump. And he's losing balance in a way that he never really did when we were working in my dry lot, because, well, first of all, it's hard to speed up in that dry lot because there's nowhere to go. But it's also flat and manicured ground, so he doesn't have to worry as much about tripping and going over undulating terrain. Now, as far as fields, riding in a field goes, this one is almost as flat as you can get, except for that little hump. And so that's almost why it took me a while to realize what the problem was. So anyways, there's a lot of reasons why your horse might be getting speeding up, but for Fredo, I'm pretty sure that the reason is because he is getting anxious because he's losing his balance. So for me, it's staying in the most balanced position I can do, keeping my leg on to give him some comfort, making sure that I'm setting him up to be balanced by putting him in the correct bend, and keeping my posting rhythm very slow and very deliberate. Ready, Fredo? All right, so here is that hump. And here he is losing balance, bending in, and speeding up. So now it's my job to slow the post, keep both of my legs on, ask for the inside bend. And I also know going down this hump, might have overdone it, going down that hump is where he wants to speed up. So I'm half halting extra right before I get to the part where he's having a hard time balancing. So I'll give my half halt. Good. Good. Up, down, up, down, up. Slow, 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 slow. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Shoulders back, down, up. And giving him a hug with my legs, half halting. Good. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Good. Anyways, so that's pretty much it, right? For him, it's just about making sure that I'm helping him balance as much as he needs. So it's not that he's getting hot. It's not that he's getting too forward. It's just a loss of balance that he's working on around the turn. For me, half halting to help him balance right before I know he's losing his balance in the same spot every single time, then I can be smart and half halt just a little bit before that. I also, I try to take lessons as often as I can, but a lot of times I end up riding alone. And just talking to myself like I did during that ride goes a long way sometimes in making sure that you are reminding yourself to do the things that you know you should do.
So that's it for this week. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.